Hey guys, welcome back to Homesteading Off the Grid and a midday Ornaments of Inspiration dedication. I am surrounded by little baby cedar trees covered in crayons. The field is filling up, and guys, nothing but good positive news here. We've given somebody back their Christmas spirit who went through a very difficult year several years ago, lost a lot of loved ones all in one fell swoop. And they've told us they've gotten their Christmas spirit back. So we're giving people their Christmas spirit back one crayon at a time. So we've got 15 to dedicate here really quickly. Taking a break from chopping firewood and wrapping fishing line around crayons. Number one, Sunday Weiss, longtime subscriber. She wanted a crayon up for suicide awareness. Sunday pointed out that during the holidays, suicide rates spike. So guys, keep your eyes on your loved ones, keep your eyes on your friends. Okay, if somebody starts getting quiet all of a sudden, make sure you're giving them somebody to talk to. Number two, Fatima Costerive is what it looks like. She wanted a scarlet and gray crayon for her son Buckeye, who passed away in 2017. Here they are, scarlet and gray right there. She wrote it Buckeye. She might have meant Bucky. Either way, for memory of your son, there's his crayons. Carol Sumner. She wanted a purple crayon, which she got. It's over there. Purple crayon for her nephew Adam James Ray, killed in an IED blast in Afghanistan in 2010. Okay, number four, Nancy Brown. Number four and number five. Nancy Brown, her cousin Marissa was found dead yesterday due to a drug overdose, and she left behind two children. So we've got crayons up in honor of the memory of your cousin and for those two children that were left behind. And then also, Nancy asked we put up a crayon. I'd never heard of this before, so I'm glad she brought it to our attention, for Minks disease awareness. Turns out it's a copper deficiency with baby boys. She's got two grandsons that have it right now. And she went on to say that the little baby boys who suffer from this don't live very long. So keep those little baby boys who have this condition in your thoughts, your prayers, your best wishes, and meditative practices. Easter Bell, longtime subscriber of ours, asked for a crayon for her sister Sonia, who suffers with pain due to her fibromyalgia. Your sister has a crayon, Easter Bell. Easter Bell went on to say that though her sister lives with pain daily, she's one of the most positive people she knows. Jilly Girl, longtime subscriber, you have your crayon. Looks like Jilly Girl has gotten a new job, but to keep jerking her around with her start date. It was supposed to be on the 3rd. Now they're telling her a different date. And she's also unfortunately dealing with a relative who's being abusive toward her, like verbally abusive. Jilly Girl, just don't put up with that stuff, huh? And good luck with that new job. We hope you get started. And remember, things happen when they're supposed to. It's not always in our time, but it happens in the right time. Number 9, Marissa Shelley, another longtime subscriber here. And look at all these crayons in these trees, and they're starting to really pile up all over the fields here. And Marissa let us know that we've given her back her Christmas spirit. In 2011, she lost her husband, and then her 22-year-old cat died, and then her father and her mother died. Just every other month during 2011, Marissa was having someone pass who meant something to her. And she went on and talked about this, and she said that what we're doing up here with, coloring the world with love, one crayon at a time this Christmas, honoring people's memories and recognizing them for their strength for going through the turmoils they're going through in life, has given her Christmas spirit back. So Marissa, thanks for letting us know that. When you tell us that kind of stuff, it makes it worth the time and effort to come up here and do this. Number 10, Marty Morgan got a red crayon for her father. And Marty, that might be a boy too. I don't know. Marty could go either way. So Marty Morgan got a red crayon. And Marty, not only did you get a red crayon, you also got the poplar tree in front of our house dedicated in honor of your father. Marty told us a beautiful story that was passed on to him about his or her father, Marty's father. Basically, Marty's father, their family had a tree outside their house, and Marty's father called it the worry tree. Whenever Marty's father would come home from work, any worries he had that came home with him that day, he would leave them at that tree. He'd give his worries to the tree. He'd go into his house, he'd spend his time with the family, he'd have a good night's sleep, and then the next morning he'd go right back to work without a care in the world, or at least not showing that he had one. And if he came home with any more worries, he gave him to the worry tree. So Marty, we have this beautiful poplar tree in front of our house, right there on our front porch where we hang our hummingbird feeders from. You've probably seen that in some of our other videos if you've been with our channel for a while. That tree is also now our worry tree. Thank you for that story. It was a beautiful story. Guys, if you have a tree in your yard or several trees, go make one of them your worry tree. If you live in an apartment, make a tree in your complex or one of the trees in your park your worry tree. That's a beautiful idea, isn't it? Okay, then we've got a crayon up here for Joanne Meadows, who lost the love of her life 2 years ago. Sorry for your loss, Joanne. You and the love of your life is being honored up here with a crayon this Christmas. C.J. Thomas, for their grandson, who is an addict and alcoholic, and the family hasn't seen this individual in 4 years, even though they only live 17 miles away. You got your crayon. Kim Kistler, heartbreaking. Kim's been with us a long time. Kim let us know that her niece had recently just contacted her and let her know that Kim's little brother, whose name is Kevin, like my name, just passed away at age 58. And when Kim contacted us, her own mother hadn't been made aware of this yet. So Kim, your entire family has a crayon up here in honor of your brother. We're sorry about your loss. Amanda Cohen asked for a crayon for her 17-year-old son Josh, who was lost to homicide back in 2013. Josh was Amanda's only child. Amanda, we're so sorry for your loss. Josh has a crayon up here on our tree in our field of faith, which sits just below our tree of triumph. All of those ornaments dedicated to people who are people like you, who have gone through tragedy and continue to move forward with life and be a positive energy source and inspire others, encourage others to keep going on. Amanda, you inspired us with your story. To know that you are still here and you are still reaching out, requesting a symbol of hope for your son Josh, despite the fact that you lost him, that is tremendous. It's a tremendous sign of triumph. Thank you, Amanda. And finally, here for this midday Ornaments of Inspiration dedication, we have one for Becca Kirkman. And guys, I'm seeing your requests. Trust me, they're piling up on the list down there. I'll be back later. But Becca Kirkman, she asked for a crayon for her best friend Robert, who just lost his daughter Amanda, another Amanda. She said just this morning, but I think she might have left this comment last night, so it might be yesterday morning as of this recording. Amanda was only 45 years old when she had a heart attack. So, Becca, your best friend Robert has a crayon up here on our tree for his daughter Amanda. So, guys, we're going to keep doing this. We don't care about the naysayers. If these aren't for you, we've had people say that this is, for some reason, it's a bring down. It brings people down to hear these stories. Then I'm sorry, just skip the videos. If you can't take it, skip the videos. But it brings me up. These people encourage me to know that they've gone through so much and continue to go through so much. That inspires me. One of the best ways I've learned in my life to forget worrying about my problems is to think about someone else's. And it's not to look down at them and say, oh, well, I don't have it as bad as them. Look at what they're going through. No, it's when we step out of ourselves and think about others, pray for others, send them our best wishes in our meditative practices. This is when we kind of forget about our own problems. So I hope this is the effect you're getting, because this is the effect that we mean for this to have. So keep them coming, guys. We're going to keep it positive. We're going to keep them coming. And we're going to cover this field with crayons, because this Christmas we are coloring the world with love, one crayon at a time. And again, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, if you celebrate Hanukkah or you don't celebrate anything at all, okay, these are ornaments of inspiration going up in our field of faith. And, we've got our tree of triumph and our ornaments of inspiration tree, and we're just coloring the entire homestead here. Tell us your stories. Let us know who you want to honor in memory. Let us know of your struggles if you're struggling, and we'll get a crayon up for you. So thanks for being with us again, and make sure to check back probably in just a few more hours for more from us here at Homesteading Off the Grid.